Hey, this is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C. So I want to experience something with everybody together. I'm not going to do like a cold reaction, so to speak. This is more like an interactive uh, sharing experience. This is the song that where I first heard pedal steel guitar, and I think it's important for me to share this with everybody because it was in the mid 90s when I heard it. It's the song Brothers in Arms. It's live from the On the Night album from Dire Straits, 1993. And it when the pedal steel guitar was introduced at the end of this song, it was magic for me. I immediately was like, what is that sound? And from that moment forward, I've kind of always had this affinity with the pedal steel guitar. So let's just watch this together. I think this is their best live album. I know Alchemy tends to be viewed as like the quintessential Dire Straits live album. I think On the Night is the best. And it actually didn't get that great reviews, and it's so confusing to me as to why.
These misgoing mountains, home now for me.
The audience needs to shut up.
Well, my home is the lowlands, and always will be.
That's a nice guitar.
Someday you'll return to your valleys and your farm, and you'll no longer burn to be brothers, you know. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I witness your suffering as the battle rages high.
See the pedal steel guitar? Man, that pedal steel guitar sounds great.
There's so many different worlds, so many different songs.
Hear that pedal steel in the left ear?
We had just one world, but we live in different worlds.
So fantastically beautiful.
has gone to hell.
Flute comes back in.
Got the moon riding
Hear the pedal steel guitar in that left ear.
let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die. What is written in the starlight night? Every line
Songs aren't constructed like this anymore.
in your heart.
They just aren't.
We are fools to make war on our brothers in arms.
And this part right here. Using the volume knob. Might have actually used a volume pedal on that. And then it ends with the flute. He's also their saxophone player. Man, she's crying. I've cried listening to this song before. Goosebumps. So beautiful. Yeah, you can tell just by looking into the audience that people are like beside themselves. So that is when I first heard Paul Franklin play the pedal steel guitar. It was in the mid 90s. I think this album was released in 1993. And I was just getting into Dire Straits. And then I heard this live version of Brothers in Arms, not the one from the mid 80s from the album Alchemy, but um, from this album here. And I think was Brothers in Arms on that album? It was, I think. I don't know. There are other live versions of Brothers in Arms out there, and they don't have that pedal steel guitar solo in it. And when I first heard that, it kind of set me down this rabbit hole. Then I started listening to other music with Paul Franklin featured on it, like Leanne Rimes and other things. And Paul Franklin has worked with everyone. I mean, every one. Let me see if I can pull up. I think I had his Wikipedia page pulled up somewhere. Let me just pop that up. Paul Franklin is an American multi instrumentalist known mainly for his work as a steel guitarist. He began his career in the 70s as a member of Barbara Mandrell's road band, and he's worked with, Jerry Reed, Vince Gill, Dire Straits. Um, he is right out of Nashville, which a lot of good musicians are. But look at the people he's worked with. You know, he did work for the Notting Hillbillies, which was a side project in 1990 from Dire Straits. But he's worked with Alan Jackson, George Strait, Faith Hill, Shania Twain, Barbra Streisand, Reba McEntire, Patti Loveless, Peter Cetera, Randy Travis. He's worked with everybody. Harry Connick Jr. And it's funny because Mark Knopfler will literally just call Paul Franklin the best pedal steel guitar player in the world. It's difficult for me to say someone's the best at something in the world, but I sure as heck can understand why someone would think he's the best in the world. Not only is he just super dexterous on that thing, when he solos, he just knows the right notes to hit. He understands music, so he can do solos that dance in and out of chord tones, and it's just so good. But I wanted you to experience that with me the first time that I ever heard pedal steel guitar and knew it was something different. I probably heard it a million times before then, but I just remember it's literally because Mark Knopfler gave him the spotlight, hey, go ahead and solo on this song or solo on these songs. And I believe moving forward, um, there was an album that was before this. So they did a studio album that had Paul Franklin on it, and then this tour featured Paul Franklin, right? So then I went and got that studio album and listened to all these other songs like "The Windshield," right? Some days you're the bug. Some days you're the windshield. Um, and it had all these other songs on it, and I believe that's because Mark Knopfler was really beginning to have this strong love for the American West and the American country, and I believe that that's one of the reasons why he got into or he met Paul Franklin. I'll have to research it, but it's no accident that Mark Knopfler did a country album, and he kind of has that country flair, but it's like an old country flair in a lot of the music he does. And he's worked with Chet Atkins. Um, it's no accident that he does that. He has that strong affinity for country music, American country, and then also works with Paul Franklin. And Paul Franklin is like a chameleon. He can just do anything. He can play pedal steel guitar over any genre. And he just hit my heart way back in the mid 90s when I first heard that song, and I played it over and over again, and I just had to research, who is this guy? What is this? What instrument is this? So anyways, if you know a song that has some awesome pedal steel guitar in it, put it in the comments below. This is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C. Keep it groovy.